Hello, church. Today I want to tell you about something that just makes my heart soar and I'm so excited about, and that's been the work that God's allowed us to be a part of in Zimbabwe. My experience in Zimbabwe that I need to tell you about starts with a man named Gift and his wife Tendai. And Gift is the bishop of the Great Commission International, which is his church, and we have worked with them. We are the backup and the support to Bishop Gift and the work that he has done. And that's what we want it to be. We don't want to be the Great White Hope. We want to be the people who come in and support the Africans to reach Africa for Christ. And that's what this group does. My journey in Zimbabwe started in 2009. But I went to Bahimwa, and the kids there were in such dire straits. I couldn't even buy food in the country to take to the orphanage. The kids that we went to see, but it was such a horrendous time, and children were dying. And that's where we started. And I came home and said, we have to do something for these orphans. Just in the next 3 or 4 years, we were able to go back and to see that because of our support, instead of these little skinny legs and glassy eyes, we had muscles on our young men, and we had kids that were laughing and running and playing, and we made that difference. In the last 9 years, you have built 7 churches in Zimbabwe. 5 of them are churches that hold about 250 people. 2 of them will hold 400 people, depending on the location and the potential that those churches have. Each church has a full-time pastor, and they have a pastor's house, and every one of our churches is growing. We've just finished our 7th church, and it's incredible to see what God is there. We have a prison ministry. We have 2 prisons on either side of Marandaria, where one of our larger churches is. We have 25 shirts that say Great Commission Ministry on the side of them. The prison gets to decide each week which 25 guys get to wear the shirt that week. And you should see them sing and you should see them dance. They're some of the finest people I know. A lot of them are in prison for absolutely nothing. One of the families from our church became aware of the prison situation, and they have done some amazing things. They drilled a well because they were rationing the water to the prisoners. They fixed the cooking equipment that was needed to cook meals for them, and they painted and refurbished the housing that the prisoners stay in that hadn't been painted since 1911. And so we're making a huge difference there in the prison, one at a time, in those lives. And then I just need to tell you about our orphans. But we now care for 110 orphans. About $75 a month will support a child. That means they get fed, that means they get their school books bought and their tuition paid. Several of our young people are in secondary education, others are in university. We have 3 or 4 studying for the ministry at a good school. Now you need to understand that money coming from our church to support the work in all 3 of the countries I'm telling you about is divided 2 ways. So everything you give on that Tuesday night and pledge to give and give during the year will go towards the support of the orphans, and there's a lot of them. And then out of our church budget, we take money that has built churches and done the rest of the work that we do. We're making a huge difference. If you want to invest money in the future of the Church of Jesus Christ, if you want to make a difference in the life of a child that will last a lifetime, I can tell you, because of having been able to be on the ground there several times, I can tell you that if you'll give to our program to support these orphans, it'll make all the difference in the world. God bless you. Pray about what God would have you do.